Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be unboxing the Batman The Dark Knight Returns the game. So we'll get straight into it. We'll get the plastic off, guys, and we'll show you the box, and then we'll pull everything out and get a closer look. So do let us know down in the comments what you think, and if you haven't already, guys, do subscribe to the channel. So if you're not aware, guys, this was a Kickstarter backed board game, which I backed and just received. So we'll be able to check it out, and then I'm sure you can pick it up online somewhere from the company's website or a local store. So here's the box, guys. Comes in a sleeve, and then out comes a couple of different boxes here, which we'll check out as well. So this one's definitely a lot lighter on the inside, guys. It's pretty cool. It's got some Batman imagery. It's going to be pretty hard to get a picture and see what's going on there. They've got some dialogue as well. It kind of looks like a comic book. So a little bit unfortunate that it's hard to see, but definitely nice that they've thrown that in for us. So we'll check out the heavy one first. That is, doesn't assume it's just the Kickstarter extras that you get. Okay, so here is, I would assume, the main game. So again, we'll get the plastic off, guys. Also, what we'll do, stick around, because in the outro I'll take a read and we'll run through how it all plays. I'll give the instructions a read for you guys and explain it all. So we've got the front here, and we've got the rear. And it looks like it just opens up, so like a book. On the top here are our the core game plus book one rules. So we've got the instructions here, nice and large. Just show you, it's going to be nice and easy to read all of that and be able to explain how it all plays for you guys. We've got book two, the rules here for book two. And we've got a few more books here, so quite a few rules to get through. We've got the book 3 rules, book 4. Don't know if I'll go through them all. I'll just go through the main sort of concept of the game. Standalone missions and versus mode. So you've got some standalone missions there and verse mode as well for that. We have a sleeve here. Okay, there is nothing inside there, so I'll have to work out what that's for. We have the cardboard pop-outs up next. So we'll open those up. Okay, again, plastic. Okay, so first up, guys, we've got our first sheet of cardboard pop-outs. Second sheet, we've got more items to take a look at, and it would seem like we've got our board for the game. Nice large board, guys. You see all the different areas of Gotham City there. So there you are. There's your Dark Knight board. It's probably looks like it's going to run long ways vertical, guys, so hopefully you can see all that on the camera there. That's the way of the text, so I would assume you would play it that way. Okay, moving along, we've got our little stands here for our cardboard pop-outs, so quite a few stands there. We have a probably a marker and an eraser there of some sort. We have lots of cards. So these are the round sequence. So these are probably the player cards, like a quick guide that you all keep with you. Pretty standard on most of the in-depth games these days. So you're don't have to keep reading the large rule book there. We've got a couple of epilogue cards here in this open at the end of book 4 sleeve. We have some protect history buildings, so probably some Batman pickup cards there. There is a Batman pouch here, which is quite nice. Yeah, embroidery there on the front. We have a whole bunch of dice here, guys. Different colours, different sizes, different shapes. So definitely need to work out what's going on there. We also have some more dice, kind of in the shape of a batarang. So they are pretty cool. Again, different colours and shapes. We've got a couple more spare pouches here for the future. We've got more Batman pickup cards. These are, say, cooldown. Let's double check what these ones said. A gold card doesn't really tell you what they are. We've got some more pickup cards. So these just have Batman on the back of them. This is a versus card, so that'll be used for the versus. This is another Batman card, again with Batman on it. Most of the time these are all the same. They just separate them so they can fit them in the box. They don't have to make the box so big. They just have all small sections of cards, but they all do the same thing. And the last set of Batman cards there. And you've got the nice little tray that everything sits in, guys, once you've finished playing. So that is from the main section, all the main contents of the main game, guys. Okay, moving along to the other included box. It's very light, guys, so I don't expect too much to be included in here. Like I said, it's probably just going to be the Kickstarter extras. Okay, so I'm pretty sure we have a different image. So we do. Different image on the front there, guys. So there's the front and rear of that box, and again we'll lift up like so. And then we have, so no, it probably does come included with the full set of the game, guys, because these are all the figurines. And so I won't pull them out individually, guys, but you can see them all sitting in the tray there, guys, and all the photos popping up for those. We've lost one. Okay, so pretty cool looking. We've even got Superman here. You've got Robin, Joker, all the main enemy types. You've got the vehicles, you've got some bats, penguin, and some pretty cool looking figurines there all up overall. Alright, guys, well that's everything included in the box, guys, for today. So like I said earlier, do let us know down in the comments what you think, and if you haven't already, do subscribe to the channel. Also stick around for the outro, guys, because I'll give the instructions a read and explain it as best as I can. Hopefully it's going to make a little bit of sense, but for now we're going to conclude this part of the video. Welcome back, guys. So I took a read of the instructions, a little bit to get through, so hopefully it's all going to make a little bit of sense as I ramble on about what's involved. So basically you've got the 4 books, guys. So they're basically levels. So you'll start off at book 1, and then you move through, you finish book 1 and you move on to book 2 and book 3 and book 4 till you complete all the stages, all the villains, and complete the game. It's basically a solo game, guys, but they do have the versus options, and then if you want hard mode or expert modes, you can download those off their websites if you want a bit more of a challenge. So this is how you would set up book 1, stage 1, whatever you want to call it, guys. Like I said with these figurines, guys, earlier, I wasn't too sure what was going on, but these are part of the deluxe edition. You can use them instead of using the standard edition's cardboard tokens for each of the characters, so that's pretty cool. Choose which ones you like to use, but I'll probably go with the figurines, as they look a lot nicer than the cardboard cutouts. You set up the board for stage 1 like so. You've got your mutant dice, your cop dice, your villain dice. You've got your boss cards here. You've got your doomsday clock here. You start the counter on counter 2. You've got your action cards up here. The cards are numbered 1 to 4, so you know which ones to use for each book and stage. You've got your grit, health and sanity levels here. So obviously 10's your maximum. Once these reach 0, then it's game over. Only one of them, guys, so you don't need all 3 to reach 0. Once one of these reaches 0, then you fail. You've got your tracker here for your turn tracker, basically. So you got 16 turns, 4 rounds, so you got 4 turns per round. Okay, guys. Then you've also got the number of adversaries you add to each of the your rounds and turns. So for stage 1, book 1, you can only add 7 per round. So, and then you've got your little flames here next to each of the counters. So you got mutants, press and cop tokens. That's how many you can add per round, per turn. They can only equal the amount that you're allowed per the book though. So the 7, you divide it up by the 4 there. So for display purposes, I've just gone 1, 3, 1 and 2. On the last turn though, guys, you can't add additional mutants, so because that's the end of the game. So if you get to the 16th turn, the end of round 4, and you haven't defeated the boss, for this particular stage it is Two-Face, then you fail. You also fail if 12 riots break out on the board, and then if the Doomsday clock reaches 12, you also fail. This can you can reverse the Doomsday counter by landing on the designated spots on the board here, guys. Obviously, if they're occupied by a certain token, then you have to remove that token to activate the space behind it. Okay, guys, so we're all set up. The characters, you'll have your allies for certain books. For this particular book, it's Gordon, Commissioner Gordon there. You position them on their spots on the board. They have their own spots, as does Two-Face, Batman, Gordon, and your vehicles up top here. You've got your Wayne Manor up top here. So only Batman can access Wayne Manor. So he moves into Wayne Manor, and he can gain an extra grit, health, and sanity by returning there. By going to the manor, it's the only way to acquire a vehicle as well. Vehicles can only be used once per book, guys, so just be aware of that. Once they're used, they just stay on the board where they were used. Can't be used again. Basically, at the start of the game, guys, you got to pick up 12 shuffled event cards, action cards. Put them at the front there, and then you want to flip them over. So you want to, you can choose to keep or not keep the cards, guys, but what you want to do is you want to have 8 cards in total. If the detective cards you decide to keep, then they stay with you. You've got the fight cards that they go into the fight deck. So, and then you can discard another 4 cards from the 12. They become the event deck, which are then used on your turns. Okay, so that's how you display them at the beginning. You got your 12 cards here. I flipped 3 over, so I've got 9. You decide if you want to put any of those in the event deck for moving forward on the next round, and then you, if you want the detective ones, you keep those. You can use them whenever you like on your turn, and then the fight cards, they go into the fight deck, and then they get turned up and used once you land on a mutant or riot space, and you want to start fighting and trying to defeat those guys. You've got your goals here, which are basically secondary objectives. So once you complete the goal, then you gain basically more stats and abilities to upgrade Batman himself. There's a couple of Kickstarter exclusive ones there as well. Just the one, I think, for the goal. There was a couple for the fight and the detective. Okay, so yeah, everything's set up as it is. So basically, you start your round, guys. I'm just going to run through what's involved, just straight off the card, because there's quite a bit to remember here. Can't remember it all, unfortunately. So we've run through the deck there. So on your turn, Batman can take 4 turns. So at the start, you flip over the event card, and then you resolve that. Then you move Batman. So you've got your different coloured sections here, guys. Obviously slightly similar, but basically Batman can move around as much as he wants, as long as the circles are connected with the printed paths there. And then but once he gets to an enemy, he'll stop there and he'll defeat the enemy on that specific circle and location on the board. If you move to a different coloured location, then you must stop. You can't just keep jumping around, and that ends Batman's turn there. You can activate an ally as well. You can fight or sneak. So you can sneak only on the press tokens, sneak past an enemy or riot. And then, but then if there's a riot or an enemy, then you must fight. Use an action space. So that's any of the spaces here that you land on that don't have a token. You can use that action space, and then you obviously advance this tracker each turn, unless you can reverse it. The end of the round. So basically, at the end of the round, guys, if your locations here, the circles, have all 3 tokens on them, then that becomes a riot space. So you want to try not to have that occur, because then it becomes more difficult. You also draw a new path between sections. So say you're here, there's no path going to that way or that way. There's only a path going this way and this way. So you can draw a line going that way. You can't draw lines that cross over each other, or you can't have intersecting paths either, where you got one going that way and one going into that one. So you can't just go wherever you like. You can draw them however long you like, as long as obviously if you go too far, you might block yourself from trying to get to a space later on. But you can draw in paths with the marker here, and then there's some event spaces that can remove the drawn in paths, but otherwise you can't remove or delete any of those paths, guys. That's basically moving Batman. So then once you get to the end of the round, then you add the specific adversaries to the designated city section that's on the turn token. Okay, so yeah, you'd add one for turn 1. You would add 1 mutant to this area here, on any of the spaces there. So obviously, like I said, you don't want to fill them all up. So you want to keep Batman moving and making his way. Also, the mutants get the tokens here. These are clue tokens. So you need to defeat the mutants to get the clue tokens. You want to collect, for this particular book, you want to collect 4 of the coins. You do have more of these tokens here that basically say dead end on the back of them. So you want to find the ones with the coins. So to complete book 1, you basically obviously need to defeat Two-Face, but to defeat Two-Face, you need to investigate. So you need to reveal each clue, which is done by defeating the mutants, and then you turn up the coins. Once you get the coins there, you need, for this particular book, you need 4 coins. Then you need to move Two-Face to the location of where the 4th coin was discovered, and then you can start battling out Two-Face and winning the game. Because basically you need to defeat the boss to win the game. You need to do that before you reach 0 on your health meters here, and obviously getting to turn 16 and getting to Doomsday clock on 12 on the Doomsday clock there. When you do the battle, guys, you obviously pick up the fight card there on the fight deck. Sorry. Batman rolls up to 3 batarangs per fight round. He's got his card here, tells you what's involved in fighting. You've got your cop and mutant dice here. You've got the card here that tells you what's involved, how many dices need to miss, what each of the items tell you to do. So basically you can either attack, defend, which obviously they can cancel out your opponent's attacks, but you want to obviously attack your opponent as much as you can, and that way you can defeat them and then move forward from there. Alright guys, well that basically covers everything. Hope I haven't missed anything. So just have a quick flick through here. Hopefully it did make a little bit of sense. This is obviously stage 1, which is probably a little bit simpler than the next stages, but the same sort of effects are going to take place. As far as moving, it's just going to be different enemies, probably slightly more advanced tokens and stuff like that, because you've obviously got more. You obviously have more allies, because you've got more spaces here for allies. You probably only going to have the one boss, but you've got traps along here that you're going to have. You'll have more gold cards, so more achievements to achieve. You're still going to have the same amount of turns, so you're going to have to move a bit quicker, I would assume. But yeah guys, that's basically going to get you through book 1. So if you did enjoy this video guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel before you leave. Hit the like button if you didn't, hit the dislike. Once we get to the next milestone, we're doing the next giveaway, so do subscribe, it's running for that, and we'll catch you next time.